So listen, I'm on one of the biggest podcasts in the world. 3 Shots of Tequila with my brother Marv and Taze, and we're about to talk about the reggae, the conversation that Buju lit up online. And I just wanted to ask you one question, and to answer easily. How many collaborations have you done with Jamaican artists?
Yo, I've done like 45 plus.
Can you name?
Alone.
Can you name some of the artists on that 45 plus list?
Let me go everywhere. The list is tall.
Yes, just name.
I've done Brαgs.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about I've not even added Stylogy.
Okay.
If I add Stylogy, it's gonna be 47.
Okay.
As far as I can remember.
Stonebwoy HMUSO will feature 47 and counting Jamaican artists, making him the most featured African artist in Jamaica. One of the biggest podcast shows, so 3 Shots of Tequila, and I bisano this particular question over the phone. We say in fact we feature 47 and counting Jamaican artists. Now Bubo binum edin or say even as of now I lose count. I just say or call back. Refer to the archives. Na yebisa no na adwenkyerɛ on Nsembi Abuju Banten kan ye de fa Afrobeats ho a while ago. Yin name the Abuju kan according to Buju or say Afrobeat is not any better genre. Ocheche mu say Afrobeat saying kwala na they preach about crime, sex and other things in that particular genre. Well, Nigerians who are championing the Afrobeat worldwide no ebufu Buju Banten emomo kika omadwen on that basis, and I just some fresh Stonebwoy say on Kasa and Fanfa artists be no more feature with Jamaican. When the fact said Jamaican artists and person be too quiet apart from Popcan and a few to connect with Africans and understand their sound. Now in some any adventure Stonebwoy at the buy and a man Crawford P applaud. Stonebwoy spoke to the extent so Cheche mu say before say Buju ebeba can this particular issue about Afrobeat no Buju ene no ekasai emra no oko Jamaica eko visit adofo moma yenkoti nsem Stonebwoy can over the phone emra ko pie mu 3 Shots of Tequila, one of the biggest podcast shows. So yeba to amuso.
Buju came in the 90s. Buju was a dancer. We in Africa knew him as a dancehall artist. Man, you make my day. Like he was like dancehall talking about everything. Yes, he had a little bit of consciousness to it. I know he mentioned the record where he did for HIV and Co and them. The Nori, they were in short. We followed that. So he was doing everything. However, he also said in that interview that dancehall was the part of reggae music that was a little bit more street, was talking about sex, raunchy, talking about, violence and stuff. Whereas root rock reggae was more music, was more spiritual. And so that in itself was a little bit of a contradiction. Number 2, saying that Afrobeats artists hadn't given props enough to dancehall and Jamaica is one of probably, in my opinion, one of the wrongest things ever. On my way here, I was just thinking, I remembered that my brother Stonebwoy came on my podcast. And I think he's here actually. Hello, Stonebwoy.
General.
So listen, I'm on one of the biggest podcasts in the world. 3 Shots of Tequila with my brother Marv and Taze, and we're about to talk about the reggae, the conversation that Buju lit up online. And I just wanted to ask you one question, and to answer easily. How many collaborations have you done with Jamaican artists?
Yo, I've done like 45 plus.
Can you name?
Alone.
Can you name some of the artists on that 45 plus list?
Let me go everywhere. The list is tall.
Yes, just name.
I've done Brαgs.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about I've not even added Stylogy.
Okay.
If I add Stylogy, it's gonna be 47.
Okay.
As far as I can remember.
Give us some names.
So that's like Gappy Ranks,
Yeah.
Teaching, Morgan Heritage, Jamil Kabaka, Pyramid, Ayoctane, Tentic, Squash, Jackio, Sizzler, you know, Wayne Marshall, Calado, against Sasko, Taros Riley, Jameer Morgan, Sean Paul, you know, Vanessa Bling, Da Vinci, Beanie Man, DeMarco, Bounty Killer, Joe Mesa, Mali, Skip Mali, Johan Mali, King Cross, Busy Signal, Shaggy, Jashi, Jesse Royal, Dexter Dabbs, Queen Omega, Itana, Sean, Christopher Martin, Alakai Hailey,
so Stonebwoy, thank you very much for that. I just wanted to hear it from your voice, so I don't say. Let me carry on the conversation. I'll give you a call later.
And I might want to add,
yes,
like, you know, I host a festival that brings my brothers home in Ghana. I pay them from my pocket. I bring them every year. You know that.
And who are the artists that you've taken to Ghana every December?
I brought Beanie Man, I brought Busy Signal, I brought Morgan Heritage, I brought Tentic, and I brought Jamil. You know, I brought what you say, Cranium, you know? So over that period, I've been doing that, like, you know, and this year we're gonna bring Masika and Kabaka. You know, we're speaking to them. So, you know, if that's all I can answer, fine. But I wish I could, you know, express on the Buju situation.
Say something. Say something.
I was there with the father, you know?
Yeah.
I was there in Jamaica, in Gargamel studio with Buju Banton, and he was telling me this in person. You know what I'm saying? So I could relate to what he's saying, and I think I stand a better chance of explaining what it really is, you know, in truth. You understand? So the thing is that I feel like how it's being taken again to me is that they should dig more into the conscious music that African artists have been doing, so that they can find it out more. That we have been preaching that vibe, and I know my brothers like Br'Gs Boy has conscious songs. Myself, I definitely have a lot of conscious songs. One of the biggest ones is Rongo. I performed in Jamaica a couple of times. Rebel Salute, Reggae Townfest, and you know, and all these festivals, Summer Jam across the world. So I just want to use this opportunity to make people know that African music is conscious music. Yes, definitely, people are doing, you know, the most to try to cross the measures. But I wonder how many Jamaican artists have flown African artists to come across over to get this unison, to get this, you know, energy going on. So I, as one of the persons, I think I've lived exemplary, you know, to get the respect of all these godfathers in trying to push the same, you know, information that they are trying to put out there. So
and listen,
I believe that they just have to,
I just wanted to say that's the reason why I called you. So I wanted you to come from your mouth before I continue speaking on the topics that you've spoken about. 45 collaborations and counting with Jamaican artists, from Sean Paul to Shaggy to Ayoctane to Morgan Heritage. I salute you, my brother. I will.
Sizzler, you know?
I'll take it from here, but you'll hear from me soon. And that is Stonebwoy live on the 3 Shots of Tequila podcast.
Love, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, brother.
Love,
so,
man.
the reason why...
Even Afro Nation.
Absolutely.
Popcorn has come to Afro Nation. You've seen Popcorn on the stage.
Popcorn is actually an example of what Stonebwoy was requesting there, where a Jamaican artist has not only captivated Africa with his performances, but he's also come into Africa and really embraced and tried to build that bridge. If you see his performance in Gambia, I think it was Gambia or Kenya, he performed at a stadium. He goes to Ghana like almost every year. Stonebwoy mentioned Burna Boy. Burna Boy's music is conscious, but it's honey, it's thorns wrapped in honey. Burna Boy's Soke, one of his biggest records ever, was a direct shot at the Nigerian government. But a lot of people don't know. I mean, Soke. Even Ye, he's speaking about his frustrations. His record with Another Story featuring Manifest from Ghana, that's conscious music. Burna Boy made a record 2010, 2020, just a couple days after the massacre or the alleged massacre that had taken place in Lekki. He wrote and spoke directly to the problems in Nigeria. You know, if you look at people like Yemi Alade, for instance, Criminal in Agbada is directly at the Nigerian government. A lot of the big records, Oju Elegba by Wizkid, is speaking about the problems in the culture.
The problem is, there's a baseline.
Yeah.
So that was Stonebwoy Aochechemu, the number of Jamaican artists that we feature at the same time, putting out the notion and any idea about whatsoever Buju Banton said. Now, this clearly shows he is actually putting in the work to feature 47 and counting Jamaican artists. No, and yeah, easy. Well, he also stole a portion of the time out. Kasa a funny beam concert when the fact say year in year out, or the Jamaican artists. And he will continue bringing a lot of them. Adolfo, Vimbas TV, so and I'm away. After listening to Stonebwoy, what is your take? Do you think he is truly working? And I say, BB Keke ena or yeah. For a drink, bra. Once again, Adolfo, Vimbas TV, so and I'm away.
Vimbas TV.